We're going live. We're going live.
Hey,
Shock the dickhead.
shock the dick cat. I was kind of half expecting that song to play in the movie, but I guess they couldn't afford the rights
For what?
for the Peter Gabriel song. Like the Shock the Monkey.
Oh yeah.
Didn't happen. Didn't happen this week because he played a lot of like the 1960s like hits that are all like eminent domain now.
This is a strange movie.
I said it was Napoleon Dynamite, the horror movie.
On today's episode of Hollywood is Dead. Hello, citizens. Welcome to Hollywood is Dead, episode 173. The Monkey. Phoenix West.
Dick ticket.
Napoleon Dynamite is a very accurate description of this movie.
I felt that way.
Oh, by the way,
Oh yes, they're very nice.
my new Nick Cage shirt.
Oh wow, would you have that designed yourself?
No, my friend Cass. You remember Cass? She
Oh
she
yeah.
sent me for my birthday.
Oh nice, very nice.
She's at the birthday party that you were here for.
Yes.
I just got this in the mail like 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh good. It was like 6 months later.
Exactly. That's what she does. That's kind of our thing, is giving each other birthday gifts almost into the next birthday.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It always keeps you on your toes.
Anyway, for the podcast, it's a Nick Cage with a lei on his head, and it says "Daddy" below him. It's a
Oh,
little circle.
I'm Daddy Cage.
It's dark brown. I don't know if you can tell on the podcast.
That looks black here. That's dark brown.
Dark brown.
Looks black.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you can tell if you look at the black hat, then look at this, so you can tell there's a difference.
Nope. Not at all.
Anyway,
That's,
Daddy.
I mean, that's like black. That's like your stool has blood in it, brown.
All right. Good God, Dick. Did you see the poster for today's episode?
I did. It was very nice.
Did you see? Let's show you how truly terrifying this is.
You know what? It's not quite off.
Isn't it?
The airplanes do fall out of the sky in this movie.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Let me pull this up. Oh, there's spoilers, by the way. So if you're gonna watch The Monkey, you should have already.
See, you can spoil this movie because you get the general idea. The movie like The Companion or Companion, that one you can't talk about without spoiling it.
Yeah, look at this poster, man.
Yeah, wow, that's way off.
The guy on the right here. Oh, does my mouse show up? Yeah, you can see my mouse. This guy right here has another monkey, a smaller monkey, like a baby on a stick, or is that the tail up its at? I don't know what's going on
They're
here, but
cooking baby monkeys.
and then there's like statue monkeys with the snake coming out of them, and AI is a wild place, man.
Maybe you should have put Oz Perkins and Stephen King the monkey.
No, and then it goes, you can't have those names; they're copyrights.
We can't have that weird looking guy on this poster for you.
And for once, we don't know which one they're talking about.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah, they look exactly the same. Only Oz Perkins looks thinner and gaunt, and Stephen King just looks like he's a bloated corpse of a cocaine addict.
Oz Perkins and Henry Thomas have turned into the same person.
They are. I was going to say that when he comes out. Oh, I'm Uncle Chip.
Yep.
We're swingers. I don't know how to. I never wanted kids, but I'll try to take care of you. I don't know. We're swingers.
I saw him in the church, like, because he's like up there going, "Wake up, Mama!
Yeah.
Wake up!" And I was like, "Oh, there's a director," to my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he was going to be in the movie after that.
He is.
I thought he was just going to be in the background. Like, oh, I caught him.
He's a SAG actor.
Yeah. Well, then it cuts to him, and anyway, we haven't talked about the setup of the movie at all. But Dick, since last time we recorded last week, what have we been watching?
You've had 3 more children.
We are getting induced on Tuesday, so this will be the last
it's coming.
for a while.
The beast is coming.
I only watched this and The Monkey and The Killer, the John Woo movie.
Yes, interesting.
And it was the most John Woo thing I've seen. And every movie I see of John Woo's gets worse and worse.
Right. And he hasn't made a movie in a while.
Yeah, he has. He made that Christmas one.
What Chris? Oh, yeah, but that doesn't count. That
It's
was
a
like
fucking movie.
it went to streaming. It doesn't count.
No, it was in theaters. That was
QT's
in
right.
theaters.
Anything after 2019, there's in a movie.
So nobody's made a movie in a while.
Nope. Nobody's made movies in a long time.
Okay, so it doesn't need to be said then.
Nope.
I wouldn't recommend watching The Killer. Killing. It's confusing because it has the exact same name as that David Fincher movie we both watched.
Yes.
It's stupid. It's just a year later with the same exact movie title.
Well, I think that the problem is so the Killer that you watched, was it a new John Woo movie?
Yeah, brand new.
Okay, it's brand new.
This
I
year.
was thinking it was from 20 years ago.
No.
I'm thinking
It's-
the hard boiled era of John
This
Woo.
is Natalie Emanuel from Game of Thrones, and
That one.
that's why I said she's not nude nearly enough.
But she got nude though.
No.
Oh no. Oh well, then that's
No. It was. She's fine in the movie. She's good. I have no problem with her. I have no problem with most of the cast. It's just John Woo. It felt every time it went back to her flashbacks when she was a child, I started laughing because it was so bad. It was like, like I might as well have done like a Simpsons, like Homer setting up a flashback to his childhood. Like it was that bad.
So John Woo is doo-doo and Oz Perkins is smarter. That's from The Simpsons.
I know. Yes, it is true.
Yes.
Oh man, have you seen anything since last we spoke?
Well, I watched a Companion last night, which was really great.
Yeah, that's
Companion. I was very happily glad to pay the $20 to watch it on Amazon. It's really, I think it was just wonderfully done. It's really funny, and it's very good, and it's not what you think it's going to be. And I think the less you know about it, the more you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. When you said you're going to watch it, I was a little nervous. I'm like, you better not fucking say anything.
No, I'm not, because you got to watch it. I just thought it was funny that Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows is in it. Yeah. He was one of the guys. I was just like, oh, Guillermo.
Oh, I saw him in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I saw pieces of the trailer. I didn't see him in it, so I was just like, okay, I don't want. And then I saw the Film Threat people say like, we don't really want to talk about it because the trailer gives it away. So don't watch the trailers.
Now I'm curious what they're talking about giving it away, because it seemed pretty straightforward, but
there's more. There's more.
Yeah,
there's more to it. And Jack Quaid's great.
Oh, speaking of Jack Quaid, he's also the movie I saw a trailer for before The Monkey, that Novocaine movie.
Yeah, Novocaine was on there. Yeah,
you want to see that?
It looks fine. Oh my God, what is this? Dr. Pepper, Black Cherry. Oh Jesus! Only in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, I know you love our weird development sodas. So
you'll get all the test stuff.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Dr.
Maybe
Pepper.
I'll move to that city just for that reason.
My favorite bit of the berries.
Maybe I will move to Phoenix just because you get all of the experimental stuff.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, hey Phoenix, I'm your neighbor.
Oh God,
what's going on?
Let's go up one day.
We want to watch. You want to watch MST? I got it. Let's hang out for a bit. Bring the kids. They can hang out in the backyard.
What do you give the Companion out of 10?
Probably an 8.
8. Okay.
It's pretty solid. It's a lot of fun. Thatcher, Sophie
Thatcher.
She's great.
Yeah,
she's so good in it, and it's one of those Agatha Christie kind of styles where it's a plot that just keeps getting out of hand, and
you got me there.
It's great. It's great. It's hilarious, and there's so many just like. It takes place in the future, so there's all those those questions you always have, like what if this happens, and it all plays out. So it's very well done. It's worth watching. If it's still in theaters, go see it, and it's even worth the $20. I had no problems paying $20 to watch it.
That's good.
It was worth it. It was worth every penny.
You remember when I talked about that list of movies I had, like those 5 or 6 ones, and I was like, they're all kind of similar, but not really. Like, I think if the Companion were out in the same time these were, that would have got grouped in with them.
Right.
And that probably would have won, except for Heretic. Because Sophie Thatcher's in Heretic.
Right, yeah, I saw that. And actually, that's for that's on sale right now. So I was thinking, ooh, maybe I'll watch that, or
Great movie. Yeah.
wait, it'll be free in about 2 weeks probably.
Yeah. She's also in Yellow Jacket. She plays the
Right.
young version of why am I blanking on her name?
Christina Ricci,
No.
Christina Hendricks,
No. What? She's not in the show.
Kim Cattrall.
No.
Naming names of old people.
The guy's daughter, Jeffrey Lewis. So Juliette Lewis's daughter.
Oh, Juliette
plays
Lewis.
young Juliette Lewis. And
Right. Oh, she's a young Juliette Lewis. That no way.
it's so fucking funny because it'll show Juliette Lewis as an adult.
Yeah.
And it shows her as a teenager after this plane crash, and suddenly her tits just go boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's
Like, you lost them when you turned 30.
yeah. So, and it like they show, you don't see her naked or anything, but she has like,
Right.
like a tube top on, so you see cleavage, and it
She's
just
got flesh
with Juliette Lewis.
She has breast flesh.
Sophie Thatcher.
Now, one of the best parts of the companion is there's a bunch of like jump cuts to just Dennis Quaid fucking her. He just goes, oh, it's just so funny. It's just, oh, good night, go to bed. I'm done.
Yeah, here she is young Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, that's nuts. That looks no. Maybe a younger. I mean, a younger Sarah Ferguson.
She's clearly got a chest, and Juliette Lewis does.
Juliette Lewis, who has shown hers tons of times.
Yeah,
she's really not in. She's not. I mean, she's good looking. She's not a bad looking woman, but she's not that. I mean, Sophie Thatcher or whatever is really pretty.
Yeah, but they do a thing where they do explain that she gets hardcore in the drugs. Like she becomes so. And I felt like they only introduced that to make sense of how she turns out to be.
Yeah. How does Sophie Thatcher become?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I get it.
She's got to be a junkie, man.
She's a fucking junkie. You lose your tits and your teeth. The two T's, tits and teeth.
Your hair gets dyed.
Yes.
But like, at the end of season 2 of Yellow Jackets, spoiler for that show, Juliette Lewis gets killed. Oh. So there's going to be no more Juliette Lewis, and there's still Sophie Thatcher.
Well, there you go.
Alive back then.
Unless they go to another timeline that she's still alive in.
Another timeline?
Well, I mean, like, the 2 years before this event.
Oh no, they won't do that. They still got to finish the story.
I bet they will.
Season 3's out, some of it, but I'm not waiting for the whole season to come out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't do shows once a week anymore, man. I hit that point.
Oh, I can't. I don't do that either. I wait till I still have to catch up on other shows. I was like, I want to watch it eventually, and I just haven't watched it yet.
Well, you said you were watching From, and I was like, I'm waiting, man. Like, I can't.
Yeah, no. I mean, I watched it already. It's all done because season 3 or season 4 is coming out. I think like probably in the fall. But again, with From, if it doesn't get any better, I'm out.
We talked about that.
We talked about that. Yeah, no, it needs to get better.
Yeah,
it's just too many. I know that already. Tell me something I don't know. Oh no, I know that already. You already explained that. Oh god.
Or I don't know that, and I don't care because you haven't
answered the last
question.
Yeah.
Finish a meal before you start another one. It's just
anyway. From is the show about a question no one asked.
Yeah. You watched The Monkey today.
I did see The Monkey today.
I saw it last night.
Yes. Did you get the popcorn bucket?
No, it was $45.
Well, you should have, because now it's going to be like $5,000 in like 2 weeks.
I'm like, I'm not doing it.
The Dune bucket is going for $300 still.
Yeah, it's Dune though.
No, well, the Monkey, that thing's actually really well made. That's a kind of a cool popcorn bucket. That actually would have been kind of neat to get. I wish I would have had the option to get that.
I do, but it's $45. I'm only going to do it.
Yeah. Well, then again, if you did buy it, everybody would die around you.
Yeah.
There is that.
This is a hard movie to talk about because it's just so goddamn weird and not in the way I don't think the way he intended.
It's a goof, like I said. It's Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
it really is.
Every character that's not the main characters is overly quirky to the point where they're not functioning human beings. Like they don't do things that would make sense.
Yes.
And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why does that one kid just become obsessed with the monkey and is gonna like kill everyone? because it kind of reminds him of his
Right.
dad. Why does it remind him of his dad?
I think there was more to
Yeah,
that
what
than
the
just
hell
cut out of
happened
the
there?
movie. I think that he was
And what
molested
was
or
with that
something,
wig?
and
That kid's
maybe
wig.
got.
The hell was that? He reminded me of that guy from Stranger
And,
Things, that Joseph Quinn.
yeah, well, it wasn't this, and Elijah Wood is in it for literally
When
2
he's reading the
seconds.
book at work, I was like, is that Elijah Wood? Bottom of that book, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it must not be. Because I don't remember seeing him in the trailers. And it suddenly cuts to him, and I'm like, oh, I guess it is.
Well, and then you have that weird priest that
Where
shows
he goes,
up.
fuck. We're gathered here
Yeah,
today.
it's like, what
Yeah,
is
Napoleon
it?
Dynamite. It's just one.
It's just random ass
I
characters
didn't
come out of
expect half
nowhere.
of it to take place when they're kids. I don't know if they couldn't get the actors. Like, was Theo James like busy, or
Right.
it's a weird
I
choice?
don't know. But I did like the main guy, though. What was his name?
Theo James.
I don't know who.
Theo
What
James.
else is he in?
He's in that Gentleman Show.
Right. Okay.
He's fantastic in that show.
No, I
British
liked
guy.
him in this movie. I kind of was like, oh, you know what? I kind of like this guy.
No, he's great. He's also the only thing worth watching in those Divergent movies. He's in
Oh, he
all
was
of
in
them.
those too.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
he has a big.
God.
I was just looking at pictures of him, and then I saw one from the White Lotus, and he has a big fake penis in between his
Oh,
legs, and I'm
okay.
like, yeah, didn't expect to see that. Like, I'd show you here, but I can't.
You'll lose
It
all
was so long
credibility.
when he's talked about how it was a fake one.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, because yeah, I'm looking at his. Oh, he was in Downtown Abbey for one episode. Looking at his IMDb page here, he has upcoming 2 projects coming up.
He's in the hole.
Oh, the remake Hole. Oh God, he's in that. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Another film that nobody asked for to be remade.
I don't know who these people are.
I didn't. I thought that was Tatiana Maslany, or really that Malazali or whatever the girl is.
Yeah, she was good.
The mother. Though Adam Scott looked like he was emaciated.
I think they did that on purpose because he was
He
supposed to be
looked
going
bad.
crazy at this point from the monkey.
Yeah, but like he was just like
Because I've seen
gaunt.
pictures of season 2 of
Yeah.
Severance, and there's like all that stuff that they're doing at the train station, and he looks skinnier, but not that bad. Like they clearly made him look more roughed up than he is in real life.
Right.
He looks like he's withering away. But I did think it was funny that the opening kill is he gets killed by like the company logo, because it's like the atomic monster guy in the scuba tank in the scuba suit.
Yes.
Shoots him and it pulls his guts out. And there's no death after that that's nearly as gory.
Well, because the problem is all the deaths after that, just people explode. They just get trampled into
they don't show
pie,
that death, though. Like all the interesting deaths, they don't show in this.
No.
All of the ones they show are one thing gets launched from over here, be it a bullet, the harpoon or whatever,
right?
Or the bowling ball, and gets someone dies over here.
Bowling ball,
except for the lady in the pool.
Right, she just blows up.
Did you laugh when he goes, "Fuck, is that a leg?"
Yeah, I did. That's pretty funny.
That's great.
Not a lot of laughs from the crowd. There's like giggles, but never anything full on.
Theater?
No, not out loud. About a quarter or 3/4. Wasn't. I mean, it was pretty. It was a smaller theater though. Probably like a 50 seater, and it was probably about 32 people.
I think we were like in a 30-seater, and there was maybe 50. I don't know. You have to count, but it's
how many? What time?
I saw it last night at 4:45. Not too late.
Okay,
but
yeah.
It was. It goes up to row G. We're in the back row, really tiny theater. And there's one guy in front of us, who was laughing and talking the entire way through, and I was enjoying him because he was having the time of his life by himself.
Oh,
Just
fantastic.
like, what the hell? Like, didn't bother me at all. That's the kind of guy I want to sit next to in a movie theater.
Right. Yeah. He's
Yeah, he
having a
was
good
talking
time.
with the movie and at the movie. He wasn't on a phone or
Yes. Right.
And then
Exactly. Yeah.
there's a couple couples, and that was about it. So there's probably less than 10 people in that
Mm.
theater.
I had families in
Like
mind.
with kids.
Yeah, like look like there's probably 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-olds, maybe 14, 15-year-olds.
That's right.
I'm like,
You know,
yeah. I mean,
when
I
Jesse
could
and I
see
went and
that.
saw Long Legs, the other Oz Perkins movie we saw in the theater, there was several children in that, like young
Now
children.
that one is not a kids movie. Yeah, that's a different type of
That was
movie.
just dark and disturbing. And I was watching a thing with Osgood Perkins, and he's like, that movie was like really dark and like, slow and methodical. And so I just wanted every scene in this movie to be fun for the audience. I'm like, okay, that'll be
Yeah, and it is. And it's fun. It is a fun movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was I like Long Legs
yeah. Long
better,
Legs is
but
better.
this one was fine. But this one was just kind of more goofy. Like I said, it's Napoleon Dynamite, a horror movie. Because the basic story is a monkey. This toy monkey haunts these two kids, and that's it. And that's the story. And it's like, well, I get there's no reason for it, no rhyme or reason. The dad found the monkey, he disappears. So we never even know what
He must
happened
have
to
died.
him because he burns the monkey. So I wonder if there's a longer cut of this movie that has like all the and I wonder if they show all the kills that happen in the town a little bit more graphically.
And it kind of made it confusing with that kid with the long hair. I'm like, is he
Yeah.
their brother? Who's this guy? Because it also has a military dad that's appeared.
Right. Was he I thought that was his brother more than anything.
It was strange.
No, it wasn't his military dad because his dad was the cop, remember?
This guy had a military dad. Our main character had a pilot dad.
Yeah, no, but the military, that was his brother, I think. Because he was talking about his dad, who was the cop. We're in the bedroom, naked, he's in his outfit, he's in the bed. He's like, "Hey, how you doing with the Billy Club?" It kind of goes nowhere. It's like a weird repressed memory of that guy.
None of that stuff goes anywhere. That whole family.
No, it doesn't. That's what I mean. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
buys the monkey at the estate sale, which that was the funniest part is when the aunt falls into the box of
Fish lures and
um,
hooks.
fish lures. Yeah. She has the ah! Pulls them out and she puts alcohol on it, which is the worst part. And I guess that's why alcohol is inflammable.
Yeah, because then she gets her
Okay.
face lit on fire, and then even that's like a Napoleon Dynamite, like running into
Yeah.
the sharpest
cartoony.
post in the world.
Yes. And the realtor
Yeah,
did a real
it's
good
out there.
job. Real tour. And she gets blown away by a shotgun.
After the world's most uncomfortable flirting, that scene, all of her scenes should have been half the length. Man,
With
yeah,
the real estate woman?
she just kept going,
Yeah.
like improving and just like,
Yeah.
you like your face. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm like, oh god, because I know she's gonna die because I've seen the trailer. Just kill her.
Right, yeah.
Like,
I did like the fact they had her finger in his
Yeah.
mouth though. He goes, "Ooh, oof, but she must have been shot with a fucking
Yeah.
elephant gun. I mean, she gets blown away into viscera. It's like she got blown up with a grenade, like not even a grenade, a fucking claymore blew her
yeah,
apart.
either that or she like drinks like powder smoothies, like gunpowder smoothies every day, just in her blood.
That's what it was exactly. She had it's that mRNA vaccine she took. It was full of
Like gunpowder milkshake.
gunpowder.
Isn't there a movie like that on Netflix now?
Oh yeah, it was a terrible movie.
But she's
Terrible
drinking
movie.
those because why else? Everyone explodes like they're filled with helium
Everybody.
in blood. That's all. There's no bones in bodies because when we see chips, no bones.
No, it's pretty funny. And the monkey itself was kind of cool. I like the design. But again, it's but I know the Stephen King short, this must have came in one of his anthology books that he always releases every like 2 a year or something. Where there's like 50 stories in them, and 5 of them
It's from
become
Skeleton
movies.
Crew from like 1980. Yeah.
Is it?
Um,
That's not Monkey Shines.
um,
Because Monkey Shines is another King movie, isn't it?
this is a short
Yeah.
story in Skeleton Crew. I was watching this, and when it gets to the twins at the end and the betrayal, I was like, this feels very similar to a book I wrote. 'Cause I wrote a. Can you hear me? Are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote Eye of the Storm. It's an okay book. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He's on the
You
cover.
never caught that?
No.
I wrote a book, and there's like, but it's kind of about mafia and about Hollywood and twins, and one of them becomes convinced that the other one is evil and it needs to kill him, and it sets up this great plot, and then it just goes, oh, that was all based on a misunderstanding, and then that's exactly what happens in this movie, and I'm like, what the fuck, this is so weird. And I saw this from 1980, and I was like, oh, okay. So I can't accuse Stephen King of ripping me off, unless that's not in the original short story. I don't know.
Wow. I'm still amazed that
You never knew you had that.
I thought, did I have that? I forgot. It has the mist in it too.
Oh, does it?
No. Yeah, it has the mist. Yeah.
What else is in there? Go to the table of contents.
The Mist, Here There Be Tigers, The Monkey, Kane Rose Up, Mr. Todd Shortcut, The Jaunt, The Wedding Gig, Paranoid Chant, The Raft, Word Processor of the Gods, The Man Who Would Not Shake Hands, Beach World, The Reaper's Image, Nona, For Owen, Survivor Type, Uncle Otto's Truck, Morning Deliveries, Big Wheels, A Tale of the Laundry Game, Milkman #2, Grandma, The Ballad. Oh, Grandma. I wonder if that's the.
I was just going to say, as you're reading them off, like these sound like Twilight Zone 85 titles. The Milkman.
Yes. Yes.
Uncle Charlie and the Special Child Toys of Caliban. Remember that one?
Well, that was one with retard.
That one is brutal.
That one's fantastic.
That kid probably has one of these toys, one of these monkeys.
Oh, absolutely. Toby, because we're retarded.
You know who I didn't like in this movie? Was his boss.
Well, again, it was just like a weird character.
He has way too many shots of him just like, huh? Oh, that's fucking cool, man. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's just now I got to read the short story to see that's in there. I doubt it. I doubt any of these quirky characters are in the.
Let me know if the twins are in there. That's how I'm
curious about. Yeah, I'm gonna.
If not, I got a loss
tonight and report back. Yeah, because it's wow, that's funny. That's because like the monkey. What the fuck? When did you do the monkey? Oh wow. So they're going way back. They're going deep diving into the annals of Stephen King literary.
Yeah, Darabont's now hit the same book. So yeah. Apparently, only those 2 stories are known because the rest of those were nonsense that you said.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
No,
but again,
they did make a movie out of the Milkman, didn't they? Wasn't that John Cusack and Zac Efron? Wasn't that?
No, that was. I have no idea. I know John Cusack and Zac Efron made a movie together.
Oh, I got.
Was the Milkman movie about his face deformed? Becoming deformed into like a weird muscle man creature. Poor bastard.
Oh, that's the Paperboy. Oh, damn,
the Paperboy. Yeah, there you go. The NES game
Daniels movie
adaptation.
I was thinking that was called the Milkman. Was the Paperboy?
Oh, the Paperboy. Now you might be confusing it with that other movie about butter, the butter movie with Jennifer Gardner. I think was in it. Something about butter. I don't know if Nicole Kidman was in it with Zac Efron. I don't know. I think Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman were in a movie called like Brown Butter or Bunny Butter
Rabbit,
or something
Run.
like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Doesn't sound like the word butter at all.
I don't know. I'm thinking butter and Easter. I don't know why.
Why either. Oh, this says that movie opened yesterday. Was yesterday opening day?
Apparently.
So, and there's still less than 10 people in that theater.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind. This is. I don't think people are rushing to theaters anymore because Companion came out like 3 weeks ago and it's on Amazon for $20 now. You just get it when you want to watch it.
I was thinking because we're in the back row and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna sit in the back row anymore. It was like in my vision, like the size of my TV at home. And I'm like,
right.
There's no kids in the theater. My kids aren't in the theater, at least. That's the only upside.
Yeah.
They're gonna pause every 3 fucking seconds.
Don't eat that. Okay, next. Like, go to the movie. Get out of your mouth. Get out of your mouth. God damn
Get
it.
down.
Okay.
Get off the fucking table.
Stop touching that. Stop touching.
That's
Stop
half
touching
of my
yourself.
life now. Get off the fucking table.
Oh, he's back on the table now.
Both climb up there and like, no, Ollie might as well be like, yeah.
I'll sell what I want, fucker. MST3K sucks my balls.
Oh, speaking of,
get out. Get out, you son of a bitch. Did you get some clips from the Merlin Magical Wonder Emporium?
Merlin's, what's it called? Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders. I remember this, yes, and I was like, doesn't that have a monkey in it? And then suddenly it was just on the Roku channel, mystery MST3K channel. And I was like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
Fine, I'll just fashion a crude mask from dryer hose and charcoal briquettes.
Because it has the killer monkey. I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Very quickly sold.
With 9 senses, do I have to deal with it alone?
God,
okay.
David, do the exit.
This is the best part because she tells him to get rid of it, but don't let it know. So he goes home, puts a paper bag below him, pretends to clean, and is like, "Oh, whoops!" Knocks him off the table and misses. Some of the finest acting you're going to see.
Oh no, it's a vacuum.
That is some.
You know, I usually love movies packed with scenes of people vacuuming. This one's leaving me a little cold.
Look at that acting.
Tom, the night Chicago died. Tom.
You have got to be kidding. Oh, real subtle.
Bingo.
But he misses the first time. But the monkey does the exact same thing. Claps, or
Well, he has the drums.
And the reason they had to have drums is because Disney. Because I guess whoever did the monkey in Toy Story was a fan of Stephen King, so he did the symbol monkey, and then therefore they couldn't use that in the monkey.
Oh yeah, because on the cover it's the symbol. It's the
I like the drums better. It's like
it makes
better sound for doom than especially when he goes and you realize that means the plane's about to crash.
Yes, half the city gets half the town dies.
And I'm curious, was the point of so everyone dies, the plane crashes, they all die, and then the main character and his son leave. And the monkey doesn't do that anymore. They didn't turn him anymore. And I'm wondering because they keep saying the mom keeps going like everyone dies eventually. It's random,
right?
Basically, death happens regardless if it's gonna this is gonna kill you or not. And I'm wondering if that's the reason they killed all those cheerleaders, because they were kind of like the audience character cheering along for every death.
Well, yeah, because in the movie there's that scene where they're bringing out the body. Yeah,
that's us.
It's just like weird.
That's
comedy.
Us. That's going. Yeah, they killed another person. Yeah. And then the semi drives by and there's blood stains off the bus. Yeah,
cuts all their heads.
And I'm like,
yeah,
is that saying like
funny.
You're all gonna die too?
Well, I know, but then you forget right before that scene or that moment, the pale horse of death crosses the street.
Set up in the scene with the boss randomly. I'm cursed. Not like the pale, horseman, and he quotes that verse. That's the only tie to that thing.
Well, your wife. Oh, she a bitch. the boss, who gets killed when his vape is thrown into his face.
That was random.
Did I miss that? Because I kind of I think I dropped something. I took my face across the screen, and all of a sudden got killed. I was like, "What? What happened?
Babe
That was
got
the brother
shoved
did
down his
that?"
throat.
Yeah, and it wasn't an accident because the brother did that
Yeah, the
on
brother
purpose,
was trying
right?
to kill his brother, so yeah.
Is that
Bill
what
was
it
trying to
was?
kill Hal, so he was just spitting it nonstop.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
and
okay.
then everyone but Hal was dying. And I love that they for some reason just go, if you twist the key, you can't die. That's not true at
Right.
all. Like, the monkey proves that at the end.
Well, the monkey proves that he takes it personal because he curses the monkey, and the
Yeah.
monkey gets him at the
But
end.
it's
Of
also like, I don't know why you're assuming that's a rule. Fuck you. Here's a bowling ball that was set
it.
up when
Right?
we were
Yeah.
children. So he's gonna smash his head in with the bowling ball and their kids.
Right. Yeah. Like how that.
Yeah.
He crushed his head with, which I felt, but yeah. So would you call that
Chekhov's bowling ball, Chekhov's horseman.
Yeah.
Man, so many things set up and paid off.
Yeah. Chekhov's cheerleaders.
You know what it kind of reminded me of? When Bill he has the key and he's like waiting for the monkey to come back. It was reminding me of like one of Mike Flanagan shows where they did have that little montage of throughout the years, and it's just a character waiting. It happens in Haunting of Bly Manor, kind of reminded me of that. And I like that scene a lot, where he's just showing him like going through his life, just waiting for this monkey, and that's all he thinks about. That's kind of random thing to like in the movie, but it was the one thing we got without just constant comical deaths.
Right.
Because there is so much weird comedy in this. Like, remember when the stripper bends over during this scene, and she turns into the monkey?
Right.
There's
Yeah.
an image of it right here. It's sexy. Sorry if anyone gets.
Well, yeah, that was good. I did like that. Everywhere I went, I could see
It's the
this
priest
thing.
we're talking about.
Oh, that's fucked up. I mean, yeah. And Oz Perkins, yeah, look at it. There's Oz Perkins, or is that the guy from E.T.?
The Henry Thomas or Oz Perkins?
I mean, right there,
This
there
scene
he
was
is.
so nonsense.
Elijah Wood in the movie for literally
Also
30
Yellow
seconds.
Jackets.
And I took your power from you.
I didn't ask you to do that. Whatever he says, he just plays along with it. Love it.
So I'm going to take your son away from you because you only see him once a
He
year.
has one too.
Oh, there you go. He got it from the.
That is the popcorn bucket. Yeah.
Is it? See, look at that. That thing is well made, handcrafted. You should have bought it. You're gonna regret that decision.
El Mono.
El Mono. The Monkai.
I like when they do the old posters.
Yeah.
The monkey.
There you go.
I didn't realize this was I was like, God, she looks familiar. No, it's She-Hulk.
Yeah. She-Hulk and Black Orphan or whatever. Who I like. She's funny. I like her as an actress, but I didn't like her as She-Hulk. Though I didn't watch She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. She's fine.
I like her, but I didn't care for it. I'm not going to watch She-Hulk.
It's fine.
Much like I'm not going to watch Winter Soldier or the movie 2 or whatever it's called, the new Captain America movie. No thanks. Look at that. Look at all that shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's like a Tarantino
That's a good
poster.
one. Yeah, a little bit. Very Grindhouse. Oh, well, that's interesting. It was all the foreign posters.
Oh, Macaco.
Good. Macaco. That's Portuguese.
Opis.
Opis.
Let's
Singe. Mabda. Macaco. That's what my great uncle called all the kids was little macacos.
You sure that's what he's saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Portuguese for monkey. Any other connotation is
I'm gonna show you
alleged.
macaco.
I'll show you this macaco.
I think he said monkey.
Oh.
I'm just gonna.
I hope he said monkey.
man.
I got the secret ingredients is peanuts. I hope he said peanuts. That's an MST 3K joke.
Never heard of it.
A touch of Satan. That one. That one's actually really funny. A touch of Satan's a
Touch
good
of
one.
Satan.
A touch of Satan. Where he goes, I'm gonna give you some cider. The secret ingredient is peanuts. I hope he said peanuts.
And
But,
Merlin,
yeah.
he even the same beats of this movie. He buries it, and then like a massive flood happens.
Now, that
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
me. You slipped.
Look at this.
Let's see you get out.
Meanwhile, on a dry model.
What?
Quite funny. Taking the wrong thing
That's
out.
funny. Jesus. Wow, look at that. My
That was
God.
fantastic. Oh, I love this.
Just like San
So
Andreas.
evil wins, Grandpa Borgnine?
That's right. Even your tiny soul is doomed, Billy.
Yeah, Ernest Borgnine is telling the story.
Right.
Yeah, I got a crack this guy can crawl out of.
Ernest Borgnine because Cameron
Let's
Mitchell
try
is
and have a big
unavailable.
lumpy butt.
It's
Lumpy
fantastic.
butt.
And he talks to George R. R. Martin on a bench,
Yes. Randy Quaid or
It's
George R. R.
Merlin.
Martin?
and then George R. R. Martin, and then the monkey.
Oh,
It's like shaking the
I
house.
can't help
Everyone had that couch.
why is there a carpet, a rug on a carpet?
It's not even the
That's
80s. It's the
gross.
90s. This is made in 95.
Well, yeah, it looks well. It says 95, but it might have been made in 1988.
Who knows?
Because they're telling a story over that story, so that means they took old footage or they took something from a movie that they bought for $0.25 and they had to use it somewhere. It's like, oh fuck it, we'll just put it here.
And they have that Princess Bride framing device.
As you
Look.
wish.
The ghost.
Ian Warwick.
You know, a clairvoyant.
Oh, clairvoyant. Why didn't you say so?
Does he have a sea turtle under his sweater vest?
Oh, I'm fucking 90.
Yeah, it's the
fuck
same
you.
framing device where they get the old man telling the grandson.
Right.
He
Yeah.
just can't hold a can of the Peter Falk and
Yeah.
Savage.
Fred
Yeah.
Savage. You mean to tell me a cheap movie ripped off
Crazy,
a
right?
successful film? Weird.
Yeah, that movie must have been shot in 87, 88.
I'm telling you, that's what it was. The company that made this movie, like, hey, we got a bunch of unused. We have half of this movie that never got finished. It was part of this library buy. What do we do with it? Fuck it, have Ernest Borgnine tell a story, and we'll just
I'm
throw it
watching
in there.
I just skipped through the first story, and guess what I just found?
Oh, time
Lamp.
chasers. Oh my god. Yeah, that lamp works more than Samuel L. Jackson. That green antique lamp is in everything.
That damn banker's lamp. Man. Take a snap of that.
Was that Baker's lamp in Twilight Zone episodes as well?
I don't know, because it was in black and white.
Well, I mean, it'd be the same look because that Baker light hasn't changed its style in
I'm just
100
saying.
years.
I know it doesn't catch my attention because it's not green.
Well, there you go. But it has shown up in the colorized versions of Twilight Zone because the 80s and the 2000s had it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got some.
I'm sure you have. In the hours of footage you've collected of this green lamp, it's bound to be in one
You know,
of those.
sad because
shows.
it's hours of footage and they're images. It's not the video.
That's the thing. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cut images, of cropped images.
It's got to be over 100 now at this point.
Oh, I would think
'Cause
so.
I've been doing
yes.
this for years. And I've never.
Yes, you should have. You need to release a coffee table book of the lamp and call it the hardest working prop in the movie business.
I don't know. I had to get all the rights for all this stuff.
Nope, just sell it, self-publish it, and let the lawsuits come to you, and then you can
Sell it
promote
on
the book that way.
sidewalks.
Yeah, exactly. But people say, "Hey, you're getting sued for that." Yeah, would you like a controversial copy?
Better buy it before it's
$50.
gone.
I must buy this. I must have
The
this.
fuck are you talking about? Lamp?
Lamp? No, you're not joking. This is just much bigger than lamp.
And then I start my own
called the hardest
conspiracy and religion.
Yeah.
Welcome, brothers, to the Church of Lamp.
The Church of Lamp, believe Lamp knows all, sees all, is
Let
ran
there
by
be
the
light. Pull on the
Jews.
chain. Pull on the chain, my brethren.
That lamp is in every bank owned by the Jews and every movie
Oh, this
owned by
went
the
racist
Jews.
so fast.
Well, that's usually how these
Now
cults
it's
go.
cold. Oh God, this slipped away from me.
Yeah, the cult of the Green Lamp.
Man, this slipped away from me so fast.
Did you know that the monkey had the green lamp in it? You know what that means, right? Chemtrail.
I have been in the theater and taken a picture of the screen because there's a lamp.
Oh
Not
yes,
seen the monkey.
well, no, there was not one in the monkey, unfortunately. Though I had a hard time buying that. Was 1999, which again wasn't that Napoleon Dynamite factor. So his older brother hangs out with a crew of girls.
Oh my God, we didn't talk about any of this.
The random spattering of girls who mock the twin brother, the weaker twin with glasses.
Why? The bullies in this were just the worst things, and none of it made any sense.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It was like, and they were shot in such a way. It was like a
Yeah.
Wes Anderson movie. They were shot in such a way that it's just like they're all blocked a certain way. So it's like what? And he's in the. Didn't you go into the boys' restroom
Yes,
and they were in the restroom?
Locker.
Or did
They're
you
in
go
the
to
male,
girls'
in the
restroom?
girls' locker room. Or sorry, they're in the boys' locker room waiting. And
Yeah.
instead of just walking out, he lets them steal his pants. And then later on, because he has a toy monkey, and that Asian girl with the fucking eagle-eye vision and the foresight, where he's like barely has that thing open. She's like, he has a monkey. And I'm like, God damn, I didn't even see it. How did you see it?
And then they import boxes of bananas and they bring them to the gym and
it looks like he's sitting there talking to like a counselor or some sort of grown-up. And suddenly he's covered in a comical amount of bananas and like he still has the peels.
Yes.
Like he took the bus home and just left the fucking peel on his head.
It's like that scene in The Simpsons where Homer brings the garbage can out to the trash man. And he says, "Hey, you stupid trash eaters!" And then he comes into the house. Well, I got in a fight with the local garbage man, and he's covered in the garbage. And it's like a cut.
Only that's a fucking cartoon.
Yeah,
he has like
here we are,
like banana pudding in his hair.
Yes,
and this
pulverized.
Is what we're led to believe is the setup for the actual movie, because this is where he curses his brother and tells the monkey to kill him.
Right.
And instead, the mom dies, and the mom's death is very confusing to me. I understood what happened, but then you see the brother's flashback, and she's fine. I guess that was him just
because I think what it was the monkey never killed the mother. The mother just died. The mother died naturally. I think that's the gist.
I thought it was the brother just easing himself, like it's okay.
No. The brother thinks that he did it because he said, "Kill my brother," and the mom dies. But I think the gist of it is the mother died of natural cause. It had nothing to do with the monkey.
That makes way more sense.
All of this. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why all of this obsession with a brother with a monkey, that's what made him go crazy. It had nothing to do with that's I think that's the point of the movie. Everybody dies. It's not connected to anything. She just happened to die from a very rare aneurysm.
Okay. So it's even closer to my book then. God damn.
Yeah. You got a lawsuit
because it was two brothers, and then he thinks the one guy started this whole thing, the one brother, and he's trying to get him after him all these years, and then he finds out at the end it was the other brother that died.
Well, you're gonna have to look back at your book.
I'm gonna circle
says, "I ate your." I ate
Yeah.
your placenta. Your
I'm gonna eat
mom's
the rest of your placenta.
Yes.
None of that stuff worked for me. I didn't actively
The brother
didn't
stuff.
like any of that because I don't know. I had an older brother that would beat the shit out of me, and this brother seemed fine by comparison. Like I was like, this brother is just a little bit of a dick. That's it.
Right.
Just a
Yeah.
little
he's
bit
just
of a
being
dick.
Goofy.
And it reminded me
Yeah.
of a Goosebumps episode. And it's so funny that there's a Goosebumps poster on the wall that I had where it's to stay out of my room at the skeleton. And I'm like,
Right.
all I could see was that because I had that exact one because it came with this lamp. Oh, sorry, not lamp. An alarm clock. I had Goosebumps everything, and it was two like mummy hands like this, and you could set something in there, but it had a little clock on the front.
Oh yeah.
With that poster. And so I was thinking about that. And I'm like, this is already reminding me. Like, is that the reason it's on there? Because it feels like this scene is made for like 12-year-olds, and the rest of the movie's not.
Right. Or a really sick, twisted 12.
Yeah, the Goosebumps kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was like, hey, fucker, or whatever he called him, fart knocker, or like I don't remember what his nickname for his brother was. Yeah,
Hey, fart knocker. Or if this was an 80s movie, he'd say, "Hey, faggot." That would be now. If they would have done that, it would have been like, "Oh, well, this guy's just being a total dick."
Oh, here's the alarm clock.
This is
Yeah,
the
I had
Goosebumps
this.
alarm clock. Oh, there you go. That's very nice. It's worth
I
$10,000.
think I still have it actually because you maybe to
shit,
put your
put on
books in
eBay.
between.
$35.
I have the Pogs still. I didn't have the spread here.
Oh, the Pogs are priceless.
I didn't have this.
Remember Alf? He's back in Pog form.
Yeah, it was these weird ass like zebra looking mummy hands.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. I don't know art, but I know what I like.
Man, Goosebumps poster out of
What
my
an era.
room.
Yeah, and then
Here it
those
is.
old Goosebumps books are highly collectible. You know, if you have the original
I
releases
have
of
all
the
of them.
Goosebumps books,
Every
you
single
can
one of
sell
them.
them and make a pretty penny. Oh, you should put that on eBay.
No way, those are
Make
mine.
some green.
I'm the person who would buy
Make
them.
some green.
But
You
this is
sell
the
them to
poster.
yourself. Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yep.
Yeah. And you were all excited about the Scholastic
Oh,
Book
goddamn
Fair
right.
every year because the Goosebump books would be available. Like, oh my god, I need to buy all 3 of them. I need to get that box set of the 5 whatever R.L. Stein
I mean,
books are.
say, dude, I had those.
this
I had
year.
the other, the Fear Street.
Fear Street.
I had his adult vampire erotic fiction book that my mom read.
Well, he did write an adult book, and I think I used to have it. I might have it still. It says basically on the cover, the adult book R.L. Stein wrote.
It's an erotic vampire book, and I bought it because it was R.L. Stein. And my mom read it first, and she's like, "That's very, very juicy." And I was like, so I didn't read it for like 20 years after that.
Juicy. It's just sweat-inducing. Oh no! Don't say that.
I did eventually read it though.
The Pretenders to the Crown, the Christopher Pikes of the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was like R.L. Stein Part 2, if that was just, or if R.L. Stein was a pseudonym for a bunch of other different authors.
That's bitten.
Look at that. Ooh.
Here's a copy of it. And then apparently he has Temptation. He's really trying to feed, or the company's really trying to feed off that crowd, aren't they?
Jesus.
Look at that. Look at, there's a fucking apple on it. Like,
eat that bloody apple like a bloody pussy. What? Look at that.
Now this is the one I had. This one too.
Yeah, it looks familiar. I might have that one.
Vampire Breath. See, I know the fucking names before I even get to them.
Jesus.
Oh,
well versed in the literary world of R.L. Stein.
This is the first book.
So what did the R.L. stand for?
Robert Lewis.
Oh, I hope
not. Robert Lawrence Stein.
Robert Lawrence Stevenson.
Yeah.
Count of Monte Cristo. That's Cristo, you dumb shit.
We ought to put that in educational too, right?
By Alexander Dumbass. Oh, that's good. You like that. It's about a prison break. You should put that on educational. Andy. So yeah, The Monkey, I'd say worth seeing. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I say go see it, get the popcorn bucket, retire on it because it's going to go for $5,000 in no time.
They had so many of them.
I didn't go to an AMC. I went to the Galaxy. I
I-
wish they had it. I would have bought it. I would have paid $45 for it.
Well, you have expendable, you
That's true. I mean, I don't have
income.
4 kids, but
Yeah.
other than that, the gas bill got me. Those guys ripped me off this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're so corrupt. It's not even funny. My gas bill has gone up like 200%. I used to pay like $5 a month. Now it's like $100 something a month. But they got me for back pay because they said my meter was broken. So for 2 years the meter didn't work right. So they had me pay back pay on 200 or 2 years of service. I'm like, I didn't do that. You guys did that. Well, you still got to pay it. $645 bill.
Nice.
Yeah, cocksuckers. PG&E are pure evil. And they've murdered more people than fucking syphilis with their fires and their inadequacies and everything else. Ugh, they're the worst. The monkey.
Monkey. Yeah. God damn.
Touch it.
It is a bizarre thing that I do recommend seeing.
Yeah.
It's not going to blow you away, but you are going to have fun. And that's,
Oh yeah, I'd say if you watch it with a bunch of friends, like
Yeah,
the more people you watch it with, I think the more fun you'd have with it.
it's
I wish I still had friends that went to the movies. To see
up there with Malignant for how ridiculous it gets.
Right. I would say Malignant is still the number one out of control movie.
Yeah. We're never going to top Malignant for.
And don't forget, like speaking of Malignant, remember the detective that looked like she was 12 years old?
Oh yeah,
Monkey had the same thing with a cop talking to him.
yes.
Like, are you 15? Like, how old are you, girl?
And it was like she didn't rehearse at all.
No, he's terrible.
Again, it all felt like Napoleon Dynamite, like kind of.
You can't leave the city, you know that, right?
We don't want you to.
You can't leave. This is an
don't.
investigation. Don't leave. It's just like, you're fucking 14. What are you doing in a cop's outfit?
She's a good 2 feet shorter than him.
Yeah. Like, who is this?
Everyone in this movie that's not a main character is goofy. And
Yeah, it's just like this weird Fellini casting went out, and they just got all these weird looking people.
John Waters.
Yes.
John Waters weirdo casting.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
It's because it's the first death we see. After the cold open, the first deaths we see is the boys go to like Benihana's.
Yes.
And their babysitter sitting there and just having the longest staring contest with the hibachi chef.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Just goes on and on and on. And the monkey's in the car, just hits. And then he just, I don't know how he does that. It made me think that it possessed him.
Right.
How else does he extend his arm an additional 2.5 feet?
Right. Because at first I thought he cut her throat. Oh no, he cut her whole head off.
He cut her fucking head off with a blade.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so far out of his way. And he would not be like, did something happen? No, you'd be like, oh my dear God, I went way out of my way right there.
Oh my God, I would have known that if I was a better chef.
I thought it like possessed him because then we see the mom
Right.
and she like is doing this shit and turns around and I was like, oh, it possesses people. I thought she was gonna like stab her, head bang her, headbutt a knife.
Right, yeah. That's what made me feel like, oh, that's a natural death. The monkey had nothing to do with her death, and that was the whole point.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. I mean, I did because I knew it was odd and confusing, but I didn't think that that's what they're saying.
I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I feel like that's the point.
It makes more
It makes sense. Yeah,
it does.
But the one joke that I thought they should have riffed on a little bit better was he never changes his black suit.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be a grown adult in a little boy's black suit. Like he never got it, he never enlarged it. He just had to be the same size. So it's all torn. Because he modified it. He
modified it by putting the bottom part of his fire shirt.
Right, yeah.
To make it longer.
I
And then
wanted
you see his pants and they're this far above his shoes.
I wanted more of that. I wanted that to be more pronounced.
That was funny.
It
He has
was
like a
really-
weird mullet.
Yes, he's
Like a long ponytail kind of
Yeah.
mullet thing. I loved hanging out with Bill.
Yeah.
I wanted more Bill in the movie.
Right.
Because all his stuff was interesting, and then he goes back to Hal and his fucking kid. And I thought the kid did a really good job too. He didn't annoy me like I thought it was going to.
Right. Yeah.
You usually get the same exact beats. He does do that, but it didn't bother me because they waited to do that.
Yeah.
You know what he does? You don't even want me around. That stuff was all waited until later.
Right.
Usually they do that right off the bat, and it just drives you insane.
I did like the setup and payoff though of they skydiving. They have skydiving here, and you can skydive as a newlyweds. They skydived and then they fell through the roof dead from the girl in the bride outfit from the blown up airplane from skydiving.
Yeah,
that was kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of a funny little callback, but
another
setup and payoff there.
Skydiving.
Much like they had a little setup and payoff in Companion. A lot of that going on where you're just like, oh, this is something. I'll just call it Chekhov's corkscrew.
Fun.
It reminded me of Friday the 13th with
Where's the corkscrew?
Where's the corkscrew?
Hey Ted, where's the corkscrew?
Ah!
Yeah.
We get same kind of idea.
World's
Because they
finest
focus in the movie, there's scenes where like they take the wine bottle and they're using this giant corkscrew. They like automatic drills through the cork, sucks it up and pulls it out. And I'm like, why do they keep focusing on that? It's like 2 or 3 times they're like really, they kind of linger on it, and it's just like, oh, that's got to be the end somewhere. This is going to come into play, and it does.
Would you have watched another 10 minutes of them driving around this town in the aftermath?
Oh, I think it'd been hilarious.
I would have.
The baby carriage is on fire with a woman running in the house.
It's so not helping this baby at all.
Yeah. Just random crazy death. And maybe there is. I feel like there's going to be a longer cut of this movie on DVD or something.
It's a really short, like hour 38.
Yeah, it's very to the point, which it should. He needs to be. You can't have it be longer.
Yeah, which is why I was surprised that so much of it, like half the movies with those kids.
Yeah.
I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like we're like halfway through this movie and we're
right, yeah.
I don't think we see Theo James until like the 40-minute mark.
Right, he's reading Fatherhood 7 by Elijah Wood.
Yeah,
which is so funny.
The foremost expert on parenting. Yeah. I like to take those odds.
I took your power.
I took your power. Whenever we talk over each other, I took your power.
Rest in power. I took your power.
Oh man.
Oh, I should wrap this up because it's been an hour.
So.
Oh, I thought we had to do another one.
No.
I thought we were doing another one. Oh, maybe I thought the companion. And okay, I'm gonna go into more detail on that one because I can't really.
I didn't watch the companion.
Yeah, I need to watch that one. It's worth watching. I would say if I don't know if it's not so bad where you can't watch it for the kids. It's not that bad.
There's no sex. There's no.
Not really. I mean, there's humping, but there's no nudity.
Oh, I'm talking about.
No, Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monkey you can watch with kids easily. That one's more genteel.
Although they didn't show the monkey stripper topless, which was a bummer. And that could have unlocked so many doors.
That would have been hilarious. That would have been pretty good.
You need to watch Heretic though. Now that you've seen Companion,
I do. It's on my list. I'm gonna watch Heretic next.
You need to swap and then compare them.
Yeah,
I'll watch Companion. You watch Heretic.
Yep. I gotta do that.
I have the IMDb for Internal Affairs pulled up.
Is that the one with Richard Gere?
No, that's the one, the original of The Departed.
Oh, Infernal Affairs.
Internal Affairs.
Infernal. Is it Infernal.
Infernal. I just realized that.
Okay, because Internal Affairs is a Richard Gere movie.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Infernal Affairs.
Right. Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, you hear the new one that just came out? They said Martin Scorsese's next movie is going to have The Rock in it. It's going to be a Hawaiian Goodfellas.
Oh God! So it's going to be like that Pain and Gain.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't say that.
Because you can't remake Pain and Gain if you've only made Goodfellas. Like you're not going to get to that Michael Bay level of cinema. Like don't even try, Marty.
She's like, yeah, please forgive me. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Goodfellas.
Heard of it?
A little movie called Transformers 3: Dark of the Moon.
Bad Boys 2.
Dose.
He fills up the dead body, and there's bodies flying out of the freeway. And
Uh,
you make
well-
Casino. Oh,
The
Yeah, go back.
Island.
oh,
Please spare me. Spare me, Raging Bull.
so pretentious.
Ugh.
He boxes. Yeah, I get it.
Spare me, Kundun.
Ugh.
Hey, Marty, I like Kundun. Sopranos.
Did anybody see that movie?
I don't know, but that was the one funny joke with Sopranos when Martin Scorsese cameos and Christopher goes, Marty, I like Kundun. Ugh.
That's got to be his least watched movie.
I would say Silence is probably his less watched movie.
That came out during the streaming era, though, so I feel like some people turned that on and then turned it off, but nobody watched Kundun. Nobody.
Probably not. Silence was good. I like Silence, but it's long. It's really long. Silence is good though.
I still haven't seen that, or
It's good. It's just long.
The Flowers, or
Flowers is good. I did enjoy Killers of the Flower Moon. That one's actually worth
Well,
watching.
I didn't see Hugo.
Hugo's wonderful.
Didn't see it.
Love Hugo.
And then some of his earlier movies, like
Hugo's his kids' movie. It's so weird. Martin Scorsese's kids' movie. Where the father.
A lot of his early movies I didn't watch, like the low budget ones.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't need to watch that.
Like Boxcar Bertha, I have zero interest to watch that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't watch Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore.
It's good. It's just like it's whatever. It's very 70s.
I didn't watch Age of Innocence.
I've seen half of it. I couldn't finish it.
I seen bits and pieces, and Winona
Yeah.
Ryder is terrible in it.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I can't do this.
What else? I'm trying to think of other movies of his I didn't watch.
I've seen After Hours.
Yeah, After Hours is good.
That's fine. Of course, Bringing Out the Dead is good. I like that one. That was a good one. Bringing Out the Dead with Nick Cage.
Never heard of it.
That one, yeah.
Who?
That movie.
Who's this Nick Cage guy you're talking about?
Nicholas Cajo.
Oh, Coppola. Nico Coppola. Yeah.
Nico Coppola. I love Martin Scorsese's Wind Talkers.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah, when I was putting together my list of how many John Woo movies I've seen, I was like, oh yeah, Wind Talkers.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is my 6th movie with him, and it's just progressively worse.
A little movie called Paycheck. Have you seen that one?
I have.
Well, there you go.
That is one of the 6.
John Woo. Woo.
I do love Face Off, and I do love Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow's not very good.
The
But,
Broken Arrow is so stupid. It's so much fun.
It's such a 1996 movie.
Yes.
It's the
Oh, man.
perfect. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He dies the same way in it's you. You're the Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Same fucking death.
You're the Rocket Man.
Yeah.
I don't like that soft ass shit.
Oh,
You're the Rocket Man. And then, shit, we could do a show about 90s action films.
there's too many of them. What's that
Well, I
other?
mean, the
John
top
Woo-
5. Or you know what? Let's do our top 5 90s action films.
See, that gets hard because I can think of
But-
3 right away.
But we can't overlap. That's the one rule.
So we come up with 10 just between each other.
Yes.
So we got to say Face Off.
Because you can have Face Off because that's your movie.
Let's say we'll do 10 between us.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Demolition Man.
Yes.
I'm putting Broken Arrow there.
You could have Broken. That'd be fine. Yeah.
Okay. After
I
that,
wouldn't even put it on the Rock. I'm not. Everybody loves the Rock. It's fine. I'm not a giant Rock person.
neither am I.
But that's considered one of the highest.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of
yeah.
that's the beginning of Nick Cage's action career. Was the Rock, because that was 96, and then 97 was Face Off and Con Air. So after 96, that's when Nick Cage had his action hero era.
Would you put Con Air in there?
Maybe I put Under Siege in there for sure. Under Siege is a big one.
I put Under Siege 2.
I love Under Siege 2 just as much.
All right, so let's put Under Siege 2.
So Under Siege 2 would be what, number 10?
Broken Arrow.
You could do Terminator 2. That's probably number 1. That's the greatest action movie
Wow.
of the 90s. But that's kind of 91 actually. That was 1991. Terminator 2.
Okay. So we
Best
got
action.
5. Oh, I didn't. That's because no, I did put that. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, see, it gets tough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, but then okay, so you have also Cliffhanger. That's 95, 94.
I'll put that on for your list. That's
I
not
would
on
say
mine.
Cliffhanger's a big one because that kind of brought Stallone back after Rocky 5 kind of killed his career in the early 90s. Die Hard with Vengeance.
Oh, duh.
That's a big one.
Let me change the first one then.
Well, shit. Um. Oh.
How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is on top of our heads.
Yeah.
90s action movies that were like top 10. But you have Under Siege 1 and 2 on the list?
No, just 2. Oh, Dick, I just thought of one. Holy shit. I'm going to put it second.
Uh-oh.
Boom.
Or Bad Boys. Would you put Bad Boys on that list?
Bad Boys and Speed.
Speed's a big one. Speed's
Bad
a real
Boys.
big one. Now, Matrix, would that count as an action movie? Or is that more sci-fi?
That is action.
So Matrix is a big
1,
one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's our 10th. Matrix.
Would you do Mission Impossible though? 1996. That's an action movie, and that started the franchise.
Oh, Time Cop. Oh my God. See,
Time Cop.
You get out of control with this.
Jesus. Time Cop.
I'm gonna give up Broken Arrow and put Time Cop.
Oh my God, that's a big one. Wow. I feel like we're forgetting like 10 giant ones. Because you wouldn't put Armageddon on that.
No, not
You
10.
wouldn't put Mask of Zorro on that.
I wouldn't put GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, that's a Bond movie. I think Bond movies are Bond movies.
Oh, fucking Heat. How do we not name Heat?
Well, Heat's more of a
That's an action movie.
crime. That's more of a crime drama.
If we're putting Mission Impossible, we're putting Heat.
No, because even Heat's better than Mission Impossible. That's
Yeah, definitely.
that's like
they're
Heat is like a masterpiece. You can't put that in the same ballpark as an action movie.
I
Heat's
can because I put another masterpiece first.
which one?
Die Hard 3.
Die Hard 3. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
The Fugitive. I know you like that one.
Fugitive's good, but I wouldn't consider that. Well, yeah, I guess that could be technically an action.
This is where you get a little too close to thriller,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
which is where a lot of these are going to kind of ride that line.
And Lethal Weapon 3
4.
and 4.
Last Action Hero.
Last Action Hero, yeah.
True Lies. True Lies.
True Lies. Exactly.
Lies is a
Yeah,
great
I
one.
told you we were missing 10 more.
Yeah. True Lies.
True Lies is a big one. Yeah, that's a real big one.
Blade.
Blade, well, that's more of it's an action movie.
Do you want to put True Lies? Because I didn't put Con Air or True Lies yet.
I think True Lies is the big one.
You want to swap any of these out?
True Lies would probably be bigger than Under Siege 2.
I disagree, but
Because I'm talking about success and remembrance. Nobody remembers Under Siege 2, just us.
yeah,
That's just completely.
we did an episode on this very podcast. Frank.
Exactly, yeah. We like Under Siege 2. The rest of the world doesn't even remember Under Siege 2.
Oh, Eric Bogosian didn't.
I broke my bra.
didn't see that coming.
Tits to die for.
What's it? I didn't see that coming. Is his last words.
Ryback! He gets his fingers chopped off.
And then how many times do they say Casey fucking Ryback in that movie?
Casey fucking Ryback.
So there's another action movie that's also sci-fi though. Fifth Element.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's sci-fi.
But so is some of these are sci-fi on our list. Like Demolition Man is
Technically sci-fi.
Time Cop is sci-fi.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's very specific.
I would say those movies are definitely focused more on the action than Fifth Element is.
Right. Well, T2 is fucking sci-fi movie, but it's more action oriented.
It's an action movie, yeah.
It's an action movie.
Let's go off what they're focusing on. I think Time Cop is an action movie. They're not going for historical accuracy with
Right.
time travel. It's an action movie with a framing device of time travel.
Eraser. Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Yeah.
Eraser '96.
Independence Day.
Independence Day again. Is that an action movie? A sci-fi? I
Mortal
think
Kombat.
those are interchangeable. I don't know.
The Long Kiss Goodnight's a great one.
Long
Too.
Kiss Goodnight again.
I'm not going to have it on the top 10 though.
I don't know. I'd say Last Kiss Goodnight's the top 10 for me.
I would put it above Cliffhanger for my list.
Oh, I would.
Okay, good.
I would agree with that. Last Kiss Goodnight is an underrated masterpiece. Cutthroat Island.
Oh God.
There's another whoa mistake. That's it. But again, I guess that's an action movie. All you get at its core, and then you have
The only ones on here I'll fight to the death about are Die Hard, Speed, and Bad Boys.
I would agree. That's more the action category.
Those
that
are like
makes more sense
because those are like in my top. Speed is in my top 100, but it's like just outside of it.
Right.
I've seen Speed, so I can't even tell you how many times, Dick.
Oh yeah.
It's a movie I just put on. Like it's one of my
Waterworld.
I
mean, again, action movie, but it's a sci-fi movie technically.
It's an action movie,
but it's an action. It's a big action movie at the time.
It's also not good.
No.
Oh, it's a good one. I like The Jackal, but I wouldn't put it in the top 10.
Well, Jackal, would you say it's action?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of
Starship Troopers.
It's along the lines of The Jackal's a lot like Mission Impossible, sort of like thriller, spy.
Yeah.
There's definitely action, but so that's why I didn't put Mission Impossible because I think it's more of a spy.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's kind of in the same crime category.
Yeah, Heat would be crime. Yeah, it would be crime drama as opposed to an action movie.
Executive Decision.
That's a big one.
That's
Escape from LA.
See, Men in Black would be.
Well, that's sci-fi
action. Yeah.
But that's action.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Yes. That's more like sci-fi adventure. Because, like, would you call? I mean, I don't know.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea technically is an action movie. Yeah, that's the thing. There's
Last
too
Boy
many.
Scout.
Oh, Last Boy Scout. Yeah, you get to that. Last Boy Scout, Glimmer Man.
Oh, Glimmer Man. That's a movie I love, but that's up there with like
that's like a guilty pleasure. Like, so bad it's good
on that list. Same thing with Under Siege 2 and Glimmer Man.
RoboCop 2. I think that was 1990.
I think it was 90. Yeah.
So would that count? I mean, I don't know.
Air Force
One has another good one.
Leon,
yeah. But then again, is Leon an action movie or is it an art house foreign film?
I put that with like crime thriller, kind of like
Heat. Yeah. Anything mafia related should be like crime movie.
Yeah.
Not an action movie. I'm trying to think of any Chuck Norris movies in the 90s. I think Desperado again. Yeah, Desperado, El Mariachi.
Boondock Saints. Here's a curveball for you because I think this actually is an action movie. The Crow.
Yeah.
So I got to put that in the top 10.
Yeah.
What do we get rid of though?
Was Blade on there?
No. It's down below. It's on the screen.
Where? I don't have it on here. Where is it?
Have it.
I don't see it.
Down below do you see me?
I see you.
Down below, you don't see it?
No.
Oh.
I see you.
Okay, so we got Die Hard 3, Speed, Face Off, Demolition Man, True Lies, Time Cop, Terminator 2, Long Kiss Goodnight, Bad Boys, The Matrix.
I'd say Time Cop's got to go.
Time Cop's got to go. God damn it. Dude, that's up there. See, I would get rid of Long Kiss Goodnight.
Hard Target.
Eh.
That's the bigger one.
Is there another category we would put The Crow into? That's not.
Well, that's the thing. It would be more comic book.
It's definitely an action movie.
If Blade's not on the list, then this can't be on the list. Crow can't be on the list.
The Crow's way better than Blade, though.
Well, I understand that, but it's a comic book, though. Comic book adaptation. Because all comic book movies are action movies, but they're comic movies. You wouldn't put, Avengers Endgame in the list of
You know what? We're going for spirit of action movies. The Crow doesn't quite meet the spirit of action movies, does it?
well, because The Crow is more or less
It's emotional.
kind of a timeless movie,
Yeah.
and it has the connection of Brantley dying, so
Oh,
it has
fuck.
that.
Drop Zone.
Drop Zone. Oh, but Passenger
See, I don't give
57.
a shit about Passenger 57. Drop Zone is my jam.
I want to say all the Wesley Snipes movies. U.S.
Yeah.
Marshals. 1998. U.S. Marshals. Batman Forever. Batman Returns. Those are action movies,
Firebirds.
but those are comic movies. Firebirds.
Terminal
Oh
Velocity.
God. Oh, yeah. Terminal Velocity. The Chase is the
Comedy.
Chase an action movie that's worth. It's not. No, I'm talking about the other
Baldwin.
Chase, the remake
Baldwin.
with Baldwin.
Darkman.
Darkman is more of a comic book movie, but maybe action. It's action oriented. That's more actually. Darkman is more action oriented than Crow.
Virtuosity, but that's sci-fi.
Virtuosity, but much more sci-fi.
Yeah. They have Dark City, but sci-fi.
Dark City is total sci-fi. That's completely sci-fi. That is not action at all. That is sci-fi.
I don't know why it's on that list.
That's stupid. That's just
Twister.
Twister, yeah. I mean, you could argue it's a.
Oh, just another one. It is sci-fi, but it's definitely an action movie. Starship Troopers.
That's what I say. Yeah, Starship Troopers. I was going to say that, but then again, Total Recall.
Yeah,
that's 1990.
Those are sci-fi movies, both of those.
But those are sci-fi. Yeah. That's more sci-fi oriented. So it's like
we're just going straight up action movies. Like think of your dad's movies. This is our list.
Well, that's what I mean. Eraser is an action movie. Terminator 2. You can argue it's an action movie, but it's more of a sci-fi
definitely
movie.
An action movie, though.
But
it's 100% an action movie. It's got some sci-fi, but it's there for the action.
But then again, The Matrix, is that more of a sci-fi movie or more of an action movie?
I would put it more of an action movie because it's a framework around the action more than the sci-fi.
Because they have more set pieces for action. Whereas I would say Time Cop, though, doesn't have that because Time Cop is more about the timey-wimey
I don't agree.
stuff.
Time Cop is still on the list. Time Cop is just a stupid action movie.
Yes, granted, but it gets pushed a little bit because they try to have a plot with a senator going back in time to make him president. There's
still a plot. Like it's just as sci-fi as Terminator 2 is. And
well, but let's forget the whole. He shows up in an alternate timeline at the end, and he has no memory of that timeline, and he has a son.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of to do.
Yeah, you have a lot of PTSD because you still have the horrible memory of your wife blowing up and never knowing your son. You don't remember your son's first steps. All you know is your son as an 8-year-old or whatever being a little asshole wanting to watch.
This is definitely an action movie, but it also kind of falls along of crime, and I can't believe I didn't think of it. Ronin.
Yeah, that's more action oriented.
Definitely
I'd say
Ronin,
an action movie. Yeah.
But if you're gonna do crime like with Heat, then you got to put it in there.
Well, but it's more espionage though. Again, because it's international and you're dealing with governments. So it's like Mission Impossible. It's more of a spy movie.
We're not putting those on the
list. It has action in it. Right.
Man, I'm a little bummed Broken Arrow didn't make it. But here's our top 10. And I think we're going to end on this list. I feel good about this list. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Okay.
Speed. This is not right. Speed. Face Off.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
True Lies.
Yeah.
Time Cop.
Yes.
Terminator 2.
Okay.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yes.
Bad Boys.
Yeah. Even Bad Boys, I can see taking off with something better. Yeah.
I wouldn't take Bad Boys is one of the three I said I'm not taking off. Like those are, Bad Boys is one of my favorite movies. It is a comedy, but it is
I feel
there for the action. Like,
but I feel like there's a bigger movie that could take.
I feel that way about Long Kiss Goodnight, but
Beverly Hills Cop 3. Goodbye, Long Kiss Goodnight. It's more of a
That
that
Bad
definitely
Boys
more
is a
comedy
comedy too, but it's got way more action than Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Well, it's directed
Yeah,
by Michael
one's
Bay.
directed by a comedy director.
It was directed by Reitman, or not Reitman.
Landis.
What's his name? Landis. Yeah. And again, oh fuck. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you don't put Speed 2 Cruise
No,
Control
see,
on
it's
it?
the list where you make where you're like the best zombie movies, and you're like Shaun of the Dead, and like or horror movies, and it's Shaun of the Dead's on there. Like that's a comedy, but you're like, yeah, but it also did zombies better than most zombie movies.
The most zombie
like-
movies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, Hot Fuzz. Oh, I'm
So-
sorry, that was in the 90s. I'm sorry, I got lost there. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That would be another example of like action movies. Would you consider Hot Fuzz an
Yes.
action movie?
no, like it's a comedy. Like first,
So
if I had to get the top,
Right.
comedy.
Oh, Point Break.
Point Break.
Oh
If
my
you have yet
god.
to see it.
Point Break. Roadhouse is the 80s, so doesn't count.
Also, it's terrible.
Blown Away. Jeff
Oh, I'm gonna
Bridges.
blow you up.
I'll blow you up,
Guitars.
Tony Tom.
I'm doing an accent.
Try to me. I'm doing
The
this
one
hard
time
for
I do an
money.
accent in the movie.
What's
Is
the
it any
problem here?
worse than
No.
Brad Pitt in The Devil? Blah blah blah.
Oh,
Devil's Own.
The Devil's Own. Is that an action movie?
Kinda. You know what we should try to do is
Legends
the
of the
biggest
Fall?
action movies that are completely forgettable, like John Carter. Or just like nobody
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
watched
no,
Jupiter
definitely.
Ascending. Like nobody saw these things.
John
Oh,
Carter.
there you go. Is that a sequel?
No, it's the
It's
first
called
one.
Princess of Mars.
Yep. The last book is John Carter. of
Oh, you know
Mars.
what I like, but it's more of an espionage, or not espionage, but like definitely a thriller. Arlington Road.
Yeah, but that's more
What is that?
thriller. I know.
Yeah,
I'm
but it's a
agreeing with
very
you.
good movie. Solid. Oh, Natural Born Killers.
Oh, shut up. Ugh, they bring that up. But
If looks could
yeah, I
kill,
mean, yeah.
that's the 80s.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Well,
91.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
91, yeah. That doesn't count. It's a spy movie. Again, spy movie.
All right,
Technically
yeah.
a spy movie. Technically that doesn't enter into this. But yeah, that's a solid list.
Especially when we didn't plan on making a list.
No. And I'm sure we're forgetting like 4 big ones that we totally forgot about.
Yeah, I'm looking at some more now, and yeah, they're not. There's another one I like that I shouldn't as much as I do is Bulletproof. Fucking love
Yeah,
that
Bulletproof's
movie.
all right. I finally watched that for the first time not too long ago.
The
I was
Adam
like,
Sandler
it's
one?
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
it was fine.
If you didn't grow up with it, I can't imagine you that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I would grow up with that one, I probably would have more.
That movie has
affiliation with it.
a
Like,
line
oh,
that
okay.
reminded me of the monkey, where he falls and shoots that guy, and he's like, "Oh, gross! I shot him in the fucking eye." Eye explodes.
Oh wow!
Oh, it's a funny movie. It's it's on my list. I made a small little list of movies I like way too much for what they are, and Bulletproof is on that list.
Right. RoboCop 3.
3? Beverly Hills Cop 3 would definitely be on that list.
No, I'm talking about RoboCop 3 for the action
Oh,
list
okay.
because it's in the 90s, but I wouldn't count it because nobody saw it. That was a big mistake. Not a terrible movie though. It's not as bad as you'd think it
You know
would
what would
be.
be easier is
RoboCop 3.
horror movies
That would be easier.
of the
Top 10 horror
90s. I
movie
think
list.
it would be.
Oh, the
Would it
90s.
do
Oh
that?
yeah. Why not?
We'll split this episode in
Faculty.
half. Okay, hold
Scream.
on.
Because
Scream's
Scream's
going
Scream's
first.
probably number 1. I'd say Scream might be the number 1 for the 90s. Wes Craven's New
definitely.
Nightmare.
Okay, so I changed the
That's
list
94.
to Scream, Misery, The Faculty. Sorry, New Nightmare. I would put. Would you? Silence of the Lambs. I don't consider a horror movie.
Well, that's more of a serial killer crime movie, but
Tremors.
people consider that. Tremors is more sci-fi. Tremors? I
I
mean,
don't know.
yeah.
Stuff from below the ground killing you. Got the exact same layout as a horror movie. I would put Cube on my list.
That's more sci-fi.
Okay, that's fair. See,
Cube's
Cube I
more
will
sci-fi.
acquiesce on because that is more sci-fi.
Because
I
that
think
was on the
Tremors,
Sci-Fi
so
Channel.
Tremors, but
Right. Well, Tremors was on because they
yes,
owned
and
it.
they
They
have
could
their own
show it.
show.
Fucking Sci-Fi Channel shows fucking like Bad Boys 2 now. I mean, they're like TNT. They're interchangeable with TNT. They'll show U.S. Marshals on Sci-Fi Channel and try to get away
just
with
thought
that.
of a good one. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. Would that be a horror movie though?
It would. The second half is definitely a horror movie.
Right. I would agree to that.
I'm putting Stir of Echoes, and there's no way you're talking me out of that one.
I enjoy Stir of Echoes. I like that one. Top 10, I don't know, but maybe top 15, top 20.
Top 3, yeah.
But for you, top 3, yeah. Exactly. Did you buy that new one that came out? You know, there's a new Stir of Echoes like 4K special edition.
Oh, yeah, not yet.
You need to get that, or maybe for your birthday.
Exorcist 3, obviously.
Oh, Exorcist 3, yes, definitely.
Exorcist
Excellent.
3. I also like Disturbing Behavior, but I'm not going to put that in the top 10. It's just something I thought of. In the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, I would agree.
And,
that's a personal favorite.
I'm just going to put Mouth of Madness.
Oh, right. Demon Knight.
No.
You wouldn't put that on there?
No.
Oh, come on. Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight is like ahead of its time.
No.
That's a great one.
Lost Highway.
Lynch is his own genre.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's too hard. That's.
Yeah. See, and then do you consider Spear sci-fi or horror?
Sci-fi.
Yeah, me too. It's on the horror list here.
Well, and Eraserhead would be horror, wouldn't it? Technically speaking, people consider Eraserhead a horror movie.
If it were the 90s, we could discuss it.
Well, that's what I mean. But I mean, in just compare because it's Lynchian. Lynch has his own genre. It's called Lynchian.
Yeah.
So it's like, he has. You could say, what's another Lynchian movie that's not David Lynch? I mean, there's tons of those movies.
I see. I have 2 more movies here I could list because they're horror movies, but they're also more comedies, so I'm not going to include them. And otherwise they would make this list. Gremlins 2,
right?
And the Frighteners.
Yeah,
I consider those comedies.
Right. Yeah.
Man.
Horror movies of the 90s. I'm trying to think now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Candyman.
8, 9. Yeah,
definitely. Candyman's a big one.
Candyman's 10 then.
Candyman is a really good horror movie for the 90s. That's a big one.
People love Event Horizon. I don't fucking get it. I don't.
But that's sci-fi.
Yes, but
I don't care what anybody says. It's a sci-fi movie.
Nightbreed. Remember that great movie Nightbreed that we watched?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
I fucking hated it.
I know.
Fuck that movie.
David Cronenberg.
Fuck that movie.
Hellraiser 3. Hellraiser Bloodline.
Yeah.
Hellraiser in Space.
We could do Leprechaun 3.
Leprechaun 3.
I was debating doing The Craft.
Witchmaster. Wishmaster, which is probably one of the worst movies ever made. One of the worst franchises ever made is Wishmaster.
I'm looking. It was like Dracula. I don't know.
Yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Remake of Psycho.
Oh no. No. I hate that. That was terrible. Fuck that movie. Because it's shot for shot remake. It's stupid. It's just so dumb. There's no point. Again, a movie nobody asked for, they made, and the only difference was that Vince Vaughn jerks off watching and hates the dress.
I just ran into my first conundrum here because I like our list, but I ran into Thinner.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about booting Misery.
Misery is, again, it's horror, but it's more thriller. because it's more realistic. It's not like a
All right.
monster.
So I updated
horror
it, got rid
movie.
of Misery, put Thinner in. Also Stephen King, so he can't get mad.
Oh. 90s horror. What's the coup de grace of 90s horror movies?
House on Haunted Hill.
Yes, Jeffrey Rush, brilliant film.
of Chucky.
Now we could Child's Play
Yeah.
2.
Well, there's another movie that's a comedy that I love. It's a horror movie as well. Idle Hands. That's another movie I love way more than I should.
Yes,
I don't
you
even
do.
love it. It's fun to watch. It's so stupid.
Idle
It's-
Hands.
Everyone's just being so dumb in that movie. I love it.
Oh fuck!
Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Matthew McConaughey.
Well, I thought it was Texas
Yeah, Next
Chainsaw Next Generation. Ooh, what an awful time.
Jason Goes to Hell.
I mean,
Dr.
maybe.
Giggles.
Oh God, Dr. Giggles.
Another
That's
comedy.
Sleepwalkers.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, that's more of a comedy.
There's more like I can
Yeah.
name a lot of comedy horror movies that I like. I didn't realize.
Right. Your favorite
I
Sleepwalkers.
saw that above. I purposely didn't say anything about it.
Yes. Try to think what are Stephen King? There's a bunch of Stephen King 90s movies that should be on the
Well, I
list.
named the
maybe.
one I like best, which is Thinner. Of his horror
Right,
movies,
Thinner,
not,
and-
obviously Shawshank.
Well, that's more that's Green Mile,
Yeah.
Shawshank. That's different. Oh God.
This gets a little tricky here.
Well, I mean, there's so much you're just
Innocent
thinking about
Blood.
other movies in the 90s. Was that
That
92?
was, yeah.
American Werewolf in Paris.
So I won't do
Oh.
Demon Knight, but I will do Bordello of Blood because
Well,
I
of
like
course,
Dennis
yeah,
Miller.
that makes more sense. Yes. Bordello of Blood.
It's only because that's the one I
Oh, no.
watched. Like that was the one I never.
Right,
I didn't see
yeah.
Bordello of Blood for a while, or so I didn't see Demon Knight for a while. I think
Right.
watching it with Adam was only the second time I watched it, maybe third.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I still preferred Bordello of Blood.
Wow.
It's the familiar. Oh, another bad movie that's shouldn't be liked as much as it is Vampires. John Carpenter's Vampires.
Oh, right. Yeah, but that's again, is that an action
horror
movie or a
movie.
horror movie? I guess I
It-
enjoy
it-
vampires.
Yeah, me too, but it's
thought I
not
had
good. You can't say
vampires.
it's good. It's a guilty
No, I
pleasure.
enjoy it much like I enjoy. Yeah. But I thought I had vampires. I guess I don't. I thought I bought vampires. I was looking at my Blu-ray collection. I was like, do I have vampires? I have almost every other fucking.
I'm
John
working on my
Carpenter
list. I
movie.
got half of them from Adam. Some of them I bought for
Yes.
Adam and then got them back.
There you go.
It just got routed to
shit.
me in the longest, most
Ah.
painful way.
Yes, really. I still haven't watched.
See, another
Color of
comedy horror
Space.
movie that's great is Death Becomes Her.
Yeah,
Army of
Yes.
Darkness, Evil Dead 2.
Army of Darkness.
Those are comedies.
Would you consider the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead on that list with Tony Todd? Because that's
I like
actually
it, but
a
I'm
pretty
not going
good
to put it in
movie.
the top 10. Not above anything
I
we
don't
got
know.
listed here. Like Exorcist
Okay.
3, Scream, Mouth of Madness, Thinner,
Right.
Faculty, New Nightmare, Tremors, From
Right.
Dusk Till Dawn, Story of Echoes, Candyman.
Scream 3.
You know what? You're going to convince me about Tremors being sci-fi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the
going to
thing.
go ahead and agree with you there. It's way late. I thought about it. Had some more time.
Just because of the whole
Yeah.
people, hell.
It's also a
National
comedy.
Geographic.
But
Right.
I'm going to go. I like Tremors 2 more than Tremors.
I
Tremors
don't think I've
2
ever seen
is
Tremors 2.
the same thing as the first one, just they don't give a shit. Like they're not taking anything seriously.
But that was like a 10-year time
I know
jump.
2
wasn't
more
it?
comedy horror movies I just thought of. Ernest, I just saw them. Ernest Scared Stupid, which is stupid, but
Classic.
I'll watch it and a drop of a hat. And then Serial Mom. Serial Mom is great.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
but trouble. American Werewolf in
Ooh, what is
Paris, which I
this?
know you love that one. Oh,
I
did you?
said that one already.
Sorry, I didn't hear that one.
I
Repossessed,
did.
another comedy horror.
No, that was a bad. Yeah, it's a bad comedy horror.
See, I love.
That's the best part. No, Repossessed though. The best part of Repossessed is when Leslie Nielsen is talking to the class, and this girl's in the front row, and she's got a low cut shirt on, showing her big titties, and she has like a dress that's the skirt's really short, and he goes, "Do you mind putting down your dress?" "Oh, of course." And she pulls
Yeah.
down her dress. Her tits
They did the
pop
same
out.
joke on The Office.
What?
Yeah,
they show the
blur it
breasts
out.
in the
Yeah,
office?
they do. Same exact thing.
Oh,
I
is
was
it?
like,
Okay.
I've seen this.
That's Repossessed. That's funny.
Repossessed was when Leslie Nielsen was like, "I'm hilarious," and it's like that's what makes it not funny, Leslie.
It's too ridiculous. Yeah.
Another comedy horror
Good on
movie that I
Linda Blair
love and I shouldn't is Vampire in Brooklyn. That movie's bad.
Yeah,
That was an early
it's a bad
episode,
movie.
in like 2014, I want to say.
Yeah.
That's the last time I watched it.
Ooh.
What are some other ones on
Man.
here? I like
Metro. Oh wait, that's an
for
action.
some-
Oh, you know, I forgot on the '90s action movies. Money Train.
Well,
The train
I
is
wouldn't
coming.
put that, but I would put
baby.
Drop Zone on the list. If it were my list, it would have made my top 10.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
We need one more. If
Jesus.
we're getting rid of
horror movie '90s. I'm not. There's big.
See, I got one for you. I think it's more of a drama though, even though it's about vampires. Is Interview with the Vampire. Do you consider that horror, or do you consider that?
That's a hard
I
one.
think it's more of a drama
because technically that's more of a horror movie than anything else.
Yes, but
it's just a prestige horror film. You know,
I kind of go off what is the filmmaker's goal, and it's not to scare you. It's a drama because it goes through. It chronicles there's a few jump scares, and that's it. A few scares, and that's it. So I really think it is more of a drama. So therefore, I don't want to put it on the list.
Right.
Because if we're going that, I'm going one of these horror comedies.
Phantoms.
Oh, God.
Fucking Affleck. Oh, did you see the Accountant 2 trailer?
No, I
Speaking
saw
of
the
Ben
poster
Affleck
yesterday.
The trailer, it actually looks kind of neat. I kind of
I finally watched the first one.
I like the Accountant. The first
movie
was
pretty good.
I liked it. Yeah, I saw it in theaters. That was a good one. I'll
He did
probably
a really
see this
good
one in
job.
theaters. Yeah,
I love Ben
one.
Affleck, so I don't know. People hate him.
No, I like Ben Affleck. Like I said, you need to watch that movie that got lost when COVID came out. The Brave one, or the one where he's a drunken basketball coach. That one, that one, you might not. I don't know. You might cry because you're a dad. It's a really sad movie.
I just saw one here. I don't know if you want to put it because it is an M. Night movie, but The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, that would count.
But
I think Sixth Sense. Blair Witch. Blair Witch.
But I would rather put Disturbing Behavior above those two. I love Disturbing Behavior.
I would say Sixth Sense on a cultural scale is way more.
Needful Things. The Stephen King.
I do
That's
enjoy
pretty
Needful
good.
Things.
Max von Sydow, Ed Harris.
Yeah.
Who's the lady in that?
Amanda Plummer. That's who I thought the ant and monkey was at first, was Amanda Plummer, but it wasn't. It was a cross between Amanda Plummer and Tilda
I haven't
Swinton.
seen Dolores Claiborne. Is that a horror movie?
That's a good movie. Dolores Claiborne. Not really. It's more or less about a woman's story. It's more of a female-centric story about like abuse and, of course, molestation because of the Stephen King book. And there's a daughter and there's a drunk father who's a molester. What he do to you? Don't you remember what he did to you?
Man.
Dolores Claiborne, though, is good. That's what on your list you need to see, right? Dolores Claiborne is actually pretty damn good. That's a good movie.
So at this point, we got some runner-ups, but I'm not really. Needful Things is kind of the one that got a reaction out of both of us.
Oh, how about Storm of the Century? A miniseries. Those don't count. Will those count?
Miniseries. It's 2 parts. I don't care. Those are movies, if you ask me.
Because The Stand.
Yeah, I mean is that a
That's
horror
a big one.
though?
That's
Is
horror.
it?
That I would say is horror. Because Randall Flagg ain't no alien, and he turns into a demon monster, and it's about the end of the world and
What genre?
religions, and the Stan's a big one. I think that's a big horror icon for miniseries.
It
Like
does
that's a pretty
say
big one.
I looked up the Stan genres: novel, horror fiction, science fiction, apocalyptic fiction. I say I consider that more
Yeah.
like fantasy, dark fantasy. I'm not.
Uh,
I don't remember. There's like no scene except for the tunnel. There's no scenes that are scary, like or trying to scare.
oh, there I can think of a few scary scenes. Come and get your man.
I'm only arguing because I don't think it's a horror, but because otherwise, obviously, I want it in the top 10.
Oh, body bags.
Oh God, just the Stacy Keach wig one,
Speaking of oh,
not the rest.
Stacy Keach.
Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, we're missing 2 or 3
I got
90s big
everything
horror
here.
movies. We're missing. I'm trying to think. Pet Cemetery, I don't care for, but that's not that's
the
89
sequel's
or
90s,
88,
though.
isn't it? Oh,
Embrace
okay,
it.
yeah, that was. Some people though consider Pet Cemetery to be the better horror movie, but I never saw it. I never watched it. I couldn't tell you.
See, I think I'm gonna go with I'm going Needful Things or putting Tremors back on here.
Well, I'm just trying to think. There's got to be another like epic, iconic '90s horror film that we're just not thinking about. Deep Rising with Treat Williams. That's a personal favorite.
Deep Rising. Oh man,
That's a
I would
fun.
put
I
The
like
Craft.
Deep Rising. The Craft, I think, counts.
The Craft would make
That's a
my
big
top
one.
10. I think very on the outside, probably get pushed out at the end, but
Well, especially '90s oriented. Like that's very '90s. The Craft is
got
about as
the
'90s as it
severely
gets.
late sequel.
Yeah, went to Netflix. Then it was like a
So The
streaming
Craft or Needful Things or Disturbing Behavior.
Well, Disturbing Behavior, I don't got a dog in that fight, so that's your movie.
It's fun. I don't know. James Marsden and Katie Holmes and
Right, yeah. Well, if you're gonna do, oh no, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, I think was 2000.
that was 99. I saw that in the theater.
Was it 99? Ooh.
Yes. She made me tingle.
Was it Helen Mirren?
No, it was who was that? Oh my God.
Was it Charlotte Rampling?
99.
Teaching
Oh God, it was
Mrs.
Helen
Tingle?
Mirren.
Yeah, I thought so. I figured.
Katie Holmes.
That would make more
I saw
sense.
this fucking thing in the theater.
Oh God, okay, 90s. What an era of just.
And again, I don't know if I just saw it because it was Michael McKean was in it, and like I told you, I was like I had to see everything that an SNL member was in, and he was briefly on SNL. That might have been the only reason. Also, because it was free, because I was volunteering at the theater at the time, so like, might as well. I gave it a 5. There's a bunch of those movies in the 90s that were involved with accidentally killing a teacher. There was a made-for-TV one with Matthew Lillard. What was that?
Oh. They accidentally kill a teacher?
Or a student. There's all those like accidental murders. There's also like the Vegas one, the Very Bad Things. A lot of accidental murders, and they had to cover it up. I know Last Summer was the big one.
Yeah.
What was that movie he made? It was a direct-to-TV, made-for-TV movie early in his career. After Serial Mom, which is another movie I just brought up.
Not John Waters.
The Curve? Is it called The Curve?
The Curve?
It is called The Curve. 2 college students kill their roommate and make it look like a suicide. Yeah, this is it. It's called Dead Man's Curve. They renamed it The Curve.
Oh, okay.
It's not very good, but here's the poster of it.
Oh. Huh.
I watched it because I love Matthew Lillard,
Yeah.
obviously. So
Yes, exactly. Wing Commander. Did you see that one? Matthew was in that one.
can you tell who they kill?
Very
Hey, there you go. There's
good.
Kerry Russell.
Yeah.
I think it's during Felicity.
Oh, that'd
This
be
is
late
98.
'90s. Yeah, '98. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not great. I give it a 5 as well.
Yeah. Damn it. I gotta look up here. 90 because you have it listed 90s horror movies and nothing's looking at.
Yeah, I've been going through them all, and the ones I mentioned are kind of it. We could say a Leprechaun movie.
Yeah.
We can say those are comedies though.
Yeah.
Raising Cain, that's a thriller. Jacob's Ladder, no.
Jacob's Ladder might count. That's always in the top 10 or the top 50 greatest horror movies of all time.
Oh, I don't give a shit about of all time lists. We're doing our list.
Yeah. And Jacob's Ladder is actually not a bad movie.
Good.
You get to see an early appearance of Lewis Black as a doctor. He puts him in an ice bath. Goes,
all you blackheads out there, that sounds wrong.
I still remember those comedy CDs you burnt for me, all the Lewis Black ones. And he goes, it was after 9/11, where he goes, "Oh, the Super Bowl, the most dramatically democratic thing I've ever seen in my life. I hated it. At the end of it, I was pining to be a slave. I was sick of freedom." I might, but they're probably.
Yeah, I got a big stack of them somewhere behind me. I got totes of stuff.
Oh man! No, I remember you gave me all those. You gave me a Bloodhound Gang, which is a good one. Love that, and then the Jesus of Suburbia,
Green Day,
American Idiot. I think you burnt me. I had a copy, but then you burnt me one too. I think because I asked for it, because my brother bought it. I never bought it. What a time to be alive.
One more movie, Dick. You know what? Adding Tremors back on, calling it good.
I see. There's a better one.
Fine,
we're just
adding
not seeing it.
Needful Things, calling it good.
Yeah. Damn it! No because there's no. Halloween H2O.
Better than Needful Things?
No, not much. But that was a big event.
Yeah, we're not doing the all-time list. Otherwise, it's pull up the
20 years,
top grossing 90s.
20 years later. 20 years later, Jamie Lee Curtis is still doing it. 40 years later, she's still doing it.
You want Needful Things or do you want The Craft? Which would you rather watch?
The Craft would probably be more 90s efficient. Needful Things is more or less kind of a different kind of movie. I like it, but I wouldn't in 90s horror films. I just don't see it being The Craft.
I've seen The Craft more than Needful Things.
Yeah, Needful Things directed.
So we got Exorcist 3, Scream, In the Mouth of Madness, Thinner, The Faculty, New Nightmare, From Dusk Till Dawn, Stir of Echoes, Candyman, The Craft.
Yeah.
See, the first 7 just came like, and then
yeah. Yeah, because the problem is there's so many 80s horror movies and there's so many early 2000 horror movies. They kind of all come together, and you don't realize, oh wait, that was in the 90s. That was 2002.
Do you know what I want to bet that we couldn't do is come to a consensus on the best 90s comedy movies.
I think that's easy.
I think we would have more disagreements.
Maybe. Well, I would say There's Something About Mary definitely be on that list.
Yeah, I don't
90s
agree.
comedy.
See?
Really? That one you don't agree?
Something About
Mary was a pretty big one. That was a big event. I remember that when that movie came out, it was a giant hit, and they re-released it in theaters.
So this is when we get into like Galaxy Quest. I'm putting Airheads on my list, and that's probably when you don't agree.
That's fine.
The
that
Cable
could
Guy.
Be all right. Yeah, maybe. Austin Powers, yeah. Yeah, you have to have an Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, though. Wayne's World
Space,
go
and Tommy
there.
Boy. And then I'm
Yeah.
putting Black Sheep. I'm already at 10.
Oh, Black Sheep, really? Though people consider Black Sheep the better
they
movie
don't.
than Tommy Boy.
No, they do not.
Yeah, they do. Some of them
Very,
do.
very few of them do.
There's a few outliers out there that says actually the better movie is Black Sheep, but Black Sheep got so destroyed by the critics that nobody
Clueless.
cared.
Clueless.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to
that's
put a
big
list
one.
together because there's just too many.
Well, but just like, I'm looking at more like what stood the test of time. Like, would you put? I think Liar Liar is a funny movie, but is that one of the greatest comedies of the '90s compared to like Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber definitely stood the test of time more than. I would rather watch Liar Liar.
Yeah,
I'm putting Clueless on my list. That has stood the test of time.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
If you want to put that, I'm fine.
I see that's Kingpin.
We're getting too deep into the Fairley Brothers here.
Well, that's what I mean. Kingpin is a big one. Mallrats.
Austin Powers.
I mean, Mallrats is a big one.
Watch Dogma. That's 2000 though.
No, Dogma was 99. Yeah, you can count Dogma.
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots. Yeah, you can put that there. Naked Gun. 33 and a third.
Oh,
God. Spy Hard.
So then we get into like
Leslie Nielsen, deep in Leslie Nielsen's
Boy
backlog of bad movies.
Galaxy Quest.
But again, Galaxy Quest, comedy or sci-fi?
Mostly comedy.
It's mostly comedy.
Maverick, but comedy or Western?
I would say Western.
I would say comedy.
Really? I'd say way more Western.
You're probably right.
Just because they have poker in it.
Groundhog Day. Holy shit.
Groundhog Day. That's a big one. Groundhog Day is a big one.
See, I don't know how many got listed now.
Rushmore. I would say Rushmore, but you don't like Rushmore. But that's a big one.
Put it on there, but I don't agree.
Big one. Because that's what started Bill Murray's like third renaissance.
In which he hasn't done any comedies I like. So
no, Quick Change is good. I like Quick Change.
That was before Rushmore.
No, I mean in the 90s. Because Quick Change I think was 91. I was thinking of the Bill Murray comedies of the 90s. Shit, that could be its own.
What about
list.
Bob?
What about Bob?
I put the Wedding Singer on my list.
Wedding Singer's fun. Yeah, I would say. How about what do you call it? Happy Gilmore. I think that's his best one, Happy Gilmore. No, I take it back. I would say Wedding Singer is probably his best movie. Happy Gilmore is like a better
of his 90s comedy
movie for him.
Yeah, I'm going Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore. Then I'm going Airheads. Then I'm going.
Right. But Airheads, he's part of an ensemble on that one. He's not the star. So
I'm just saying,
that counts.
If I'm putting my Adam Sandler comedy list together. How many we got? Good God. Look at, you can't see it, but something on there: Airheads, Dumb and Dumber, Clueless, Wayne's World, Austin Powers, Mallrats, Dogma, Hot Shots, Tommy Boy, Galaxy Quest, Groundhog Day, Kingpin, Rushmore, Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore. That's 16. And I didn't put Black Sheep.
Jesus.
I guess we're doing top 25.
Right.
Oh, Office Space.
90. Office Space is a big one.
I can't even list anymore.
Would you put Beavis and Butthead to America?
Put it on my list. Snatch?
No, Snatch is more. That's another genre, more genre based in the.
Oh, I think you froze.
The Gentleman and Guy Ritchie has his own kind of humor. Rock and Rolla, The Gentleman.
Oh, Back to the Future 2.
That's 89.
89? Okay. I was as soon as I said it.
Yeah. Or is it 88? I think it's 89.
No, I like Nothing to Lose and Grosse Point Blank. White Man Can't
Grosse Point Blank. Definitely Grosse Point Blank, yeah.
See, and then I would also put High Fidelity. That's also a drama.
No, yes, High Fidelity, more of a drama, but I do think that's a really good
Fucking
comedy.
hilarious, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like High Fidelity. Too bad John Cusack is such an asshole.
I think we got 25 now.
Wow.
Let me see.
Huh.
I can't list it on the screen anymore because we ran out of room. But let me find out.
So many.
Okay, we got.
Oh, 90s comedy. No. Oh, in Memoirs of Invisible Man.
The hilarious movie. Remember when he did his real estate voice or
Oh, I raped you. I'm going to rape you again. She has the strength of an ox. I'm writing my book.
How many we got? Oh my god. We're at 21.
Hudson Hawk. Personal favorite of mine.
Oh, I'm putting the Cable Guy.
Cable Guy, yeah, I think that kind of counts because that was the first $20 million Jim Carrey movie. Because I remember when that came out, that was the big hubbub of that movie. Was Jim Carrey's a $20 million man now?
Yeah. If I made my list, I would put Bulletproof on there, but I'm not going to do that because I feel like we can come up with something that we both agree a little more on. Death Becomes Her, we mentioned earlier. Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny.
Yeah.
Mr. Nanny.
It was on one of these lists. Oh, basketball. Basketball.
A basketball, yeah.
I love that movie.
It was a funny movie.
All right, we need one more.
Oh, man. Oh.
Blank Man.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that's a bad one.
Coneheads.
Oh, no. Oh, that's way worse.
What are your thoughts on Election?
Isn't that 2000? Or is that 99?
99.
Is it 99? Again, that's like sideways territory.
Yeah.
Alexander Payne, like he's his own genre in a way. He's like, would you? Yeah. Oh, Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Would that be considered I think that's considered a comedy.
I
And
consider
highly
that more
regarded
drama.
one. Yeah, I mean, but that has lots of comedy elements to it. I say even more than Boyhood. That took 16 years to make, you know. Boyhood.
Oh, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
So that would be my list above Kingpin and
I would not. I would put Kingpin above that. I think Kingpin is one of the greatest comedies of the '90s. I would say Groundhog Day.
Baby's Day Out.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Ed Wood.
Yeah, but is Ed Wood a comedy?
It is definitely a comedy. That's more. I also put Barnes Attacks on there. But that's a sci-fi.
That's more sci-fi. That's way more sci-fi.
Ed Wood is definitely a comedy. That's what they're going for.
Yeah.
It's got dark shit, but they're going for comedy.
Yeah.
So this is where we could add Ernest Scared Stupid or Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Idle Hands.
Yeah.
I'm not going to though.
We're saying 90s.
Repossessed. Here's our chance.
No. That'll stay off this list. I'm sorry, that cannot happen.
Major Pain.
Major Pain is funny.
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings not bad. I think Major Pain is an underrated masterpiece.
Ladybugs. I do like that movie.
Ladybugs is fun.
Yeah.
I'd give you yeah.
Half Baked.
Half Baked is considered highly in the 90s.
You know what? I just thought of one, and this is more of a comedy than anything. And I don't know if you would agree right off the bat, but they're definitely going for comedy. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Over here, Ace Ventura, Call It Good.
Well, Ace Ventura, I would say Play Detective, yes.
All right, we put Ace Ventura. We're good. That's 25.
Is it? Oh, good Lord.
Something About Mary, Airheads, Dumb and Dumber, Clueless, Wayne's World, Austin Powers, Mallrats, Dogma, Hot Shots, I would put Hot Shots Part 2. But we'll settle for the first one. Tommy Boy, Galaxy Quest, Groundhog Day, Kingpin, Rushmore, Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore, Black Sheep, Office Space, Gross Point Blank, High Fidelity, White Men Can't Jump, The Cable Guy, Basketball, Wood, Ace Ventura.
Bottle Rocket, as good as it gets. I enjoy those two.
Bottle Rocket's pretty good.
Bottle Rocket is good. I'd say Bottle Rocket could be on there.
I'd rather put Bottle Rocket over Rushmore, but
We could. I would say that would make sense. Because Bottle Rocket is pretty damn funny.
yeah, I actually like Bottle Rocket. I don't like Rushmore. Whatever. There's our list. Fuck it.
All right, fine.
All right, let's be done.
Fine. Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
In the immortal words of Bono, live at Mexico. Fuck it.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Please don't ever quote Bono again.
Oh,
Just thought of something for the monkey.
I want to save the world.
On that episode anymore on the podcast, but I stayed for after the credits, and it's the only movie I saw that ended and then followed by a trailer
Oh,
because it showed the trailer for his next movie, Keeper.
really?
Yeah, quick little trailer, and I was like,
Oh.
okay, it looks insane.
Is it the sequel to this?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Hmm.
But it was, I don't know, it looked interesting. Let's get rid of this. There we go. All right. I was gonna say see you next Friday, below me, but we're not. We're gonna be off for a little while again because baby's coming Tuesday, or so they say.
Oh, the baby's coming Tuesday.
Supposed to get induced on Tuesday, but who knows with the hospital.
It's coming down the birth canal.
Isn't that song
The baby's coming, baby.
Money Talks or no money?
Yeah, money train. Money train.
Yeah,
With Robert Blake. That's my money train.
my fucking money train.
Call me.
You took my toy, my desk toy.
See, I think our version is better of Lost Highway when he brings the phone and he goes, "Call me. I'm at your house. Call me." And we always said, "Give me my fucking phone." He never said that.
No,
Just
give
Bill
me back my phone.
Yeah, Bill Pillman goes, "How the fuck you doing that?" Give me my phone, please.
Yeah, no teeth.
I think it'd be better if he
It's
said.
weird that we both remember it that way.
I know, yeah.
I think we just wanted to heighten it. I don't know.
That happens. It's nature.
Yeah, it's the Luke, I'm your father.
Right, yeah, he never said that.
Yeah, one of those sort of things.
No, I am your father.
I should start adding that to those lists, the Mandela effect lists. Start adding in Lost Highway. That's not actually what the quote was. And people are like, "What the fuck is that movie?
Who's Robert Blake?
What are they talking about? All of these people are dead."
He killed his wife, right? Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
I didn't do that.
No, he died in a surgery. I never understand why people got those two guys confused. Pullman Paxton debate. I never got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was 2002. I was a frailty.
Yeah, I had the same thought. It was very early.
That's later.
Yeah. All right, that'll be it. When we come back, we'll do Gattaca and the proposition and all that.
Gattaca.
Yeah. The analyzation and Gattaca. But I don't know when that'll be.
We shall return in time.
We shall. The new baby's going to throw things off for a bit. So
just give it a screen. He'll be fine.
I'll just hold him here and be like, "So I think that."
Yeah, exactly. Shut up.
That we should. And then that can close our podcast.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
R.I.P.
Now, if you're playing the movie on a telephone, you will never in a trillion years experience the film. You'll think you have experienced it, but you'll be cheated. It's such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night!